Bramoro Meteor. Bramoro Meteor.
On the 6th of March 1957 will forever remain unprecedented in the life in the history of the Republic of Ghana. On the 6th of March 2026 will also remain unforgettable in the minds, brains, and the heart of Ghanaians in South Africa, Seychelles, Eswatini, Mauritius, Lesotho. Why do I say so?
Bramoro Meteor.
Watch this. You will understand.
Fellow Ghanaians, this is the Ghana High Commission located in Pretoria, number 1038 Arcadia Street. Today is the 6th of March 2026. It happens to be the Independence Day of the Republic of Ghana. Our beloved country is free forever. As you can see, the whole street is extremely busy. I've never seen the High Commission being busy as today, all due to the ongoing celebration, jubilation, commemorating of Ghana's 69th Independence Day. Without wasting much time, let us go inside and see what is happening. Upon entering, don't be surprised. This, honestly, the High Commission has totally changed. The face of the High Commission has totally changed into a new. All these are local Ghanaian food, beverages, etc. that you can think of. If you know, you know. You understand? You can have a look. Different varieties. Everything you need, you get it here. Everything exotic, everything made in Ghana. The clothes, the food, hospitality, everything, drinks. What else can I say?
We were all gathered at the forecourt of the Ghana High Commission in Pretoria, awaiting the arrival of the greatest king we have in Africa, and of course, one of the greatest king we have in the world.
Bramoro Meteor.
The Royal Highness. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. The arrival of His Royal Highness Osei Tutu Ababio II. He stormed the Ghana High Commission with his handsomeness. Already, the High Commission is totally brightened. The whole South Africa, there is no High Commission or embassy that can be compared to the Ghana High Commission. You understand? So having Otumfuo here is a total blessing, like exodus of blessing. Otumfuo came, he was being welcomed by the Ghana High Commissioner to the Republic of South Africa. My boss, our boss, your boss, His Excellency Mr. Benjamin Kwashi, together with other delegates at the High Commission, as well as opinion leaders, Nananom, etc. They quickly went upstairs to have emergency meeting with political leaders in South Africa, which is MPPSA, NDCSA, and other opinion leaders. You know, Otumfuo is always there for peace, solidarity, you understand? Hence, his kingship, his kingdom has been reigning for the past decades to date.
Thank you very much. It's a privilege for us to raise this important 69th Independence Day anniversary of our Republic of Ghana.
We are also privileged to have in our midst the leader of government business, the majority leader in Parliament, Honorable Mahama Ayariga. The King, Your Majesty, indeed Ghanaians and all Africans here in South Africa today are super delighted to have you in South Africa to commemorate Ghana's 69th independence anniversary. This is not only historical, but it's also monumental. So distinguished ladies and gentlemen, diplomacy of president, Ghanaians, and even Africans in general, our king deserves a resounding round of applause.
Right after the meeting with the political leaders in the office of the High Commissioner, see how beautiful the office is, see how handsome the office is, you understand? So they quickly came downstairs to meet with the delegate, which is the Ghanaians, and not just only Ghanaians, but other migrant or foreigners, including South Africans, etc. You understand? My brothers, my sisters, if you are not there, blame yourself for missing this unprecedented maiden edition of Ghana's 69th independence celebration in South Africa, the first of its kind. The MC for the occasion is yours truly, mine truly, our truly, Honorable Abeku Santana. You understand? a former journalist. Currently, he's the deputy CEO of Ghana Tourism Authority. He massacred the program. He nailed the program, unprecedented. Having him hosting such a program, what else can we ask for? Let us take a moment and observe the Ghana national anthem. God bless our homeland Ghana. If you know how to sing it, sing along. Because we are in the Republic of South Africa, it's only ideal for us to also observe the South African national anthem, Nkosi Sikelel Africa. If you know how to sing it, please sing along. The host of the maiden edition of Ghana's independence celebration in South Africa is the High Commissioner, His Excellency Mr. Benjamin Kwashi. He is currently on the floor delivering fantalicious message. Let me just keep quiet, take a seat, and listen to him. Likewise, you watching.
Since the establishment of Ghana's diplomatic mission here in Pretoria in 1995 and the subsequent opening of South Africa's resident mission in Accra, our political ties have blossomed into a dynamic alliance. At the multilateral level, our reciprocal support for each other's candidacies has contributed to increasing the visibility of Africans in international organizations, embodying the spirit of what we call Ubuntu, the idea of mutual recognition and shared humanity. This enables us to exploit the myriad possibilities that our shared resources offer and to foster meaningful partnerships that promote our collective growth and prosperity. In terms of trade, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, whilst we have witnessed substantial trade flows between Ghana and South Africa, we must address the barriers that hinder Ghanaian products and services from entering the South African market. The presence of the South African interest in Ghana, particularly through financial institutions such as Nedbank, FNB Bank, Standard Bank, Stanbic Bank, and Absa Bank, underscore the depth of our trade relationships. Together, we must work to rectify the existing trade imbalance, particularly as signatories to the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, Ghana stands as a beacon of stability and opportunity in the West African sub-region. The World Bank has projected that Ghana is to achieve an impressive growth rate of 5.4% in the year 2026, pushing us among the region's top performers. This positive outlook is underpinned by our commitment to fiscal discipline, economic reform, and an open investment climate. As a country and as host of the African Continental Free Trade Area Secretariat, Ghana further enhances its attractiveness as a hub for trade and investment, providing access to a market of over 1.3 billion people. Our favorable policies, articulated in the Ghana Investment Promotion Sector Act, aims to foster a conducive environment for both local and foreign investors. Additionally, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the research agenda, spearheaded by His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, has catalyzed efforts to revitalize our economy, particularly through the establishment of the Ghana Gold Board, which aims to ensure economic benefits that we all have to derive from our gold resources. The numerous exchanges of visits between our two countries, especially at the presidential level, reinforce the enduring bonds of friendship that unite Ghana and South Africa. These high-level interactions exemplify our unwavering commitment to collaboration, and these signal our vision for mutual advancement. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the inauguration of the BNC, which was launched during President Cyril Ramaphosa's official visit to Ghana in 2021 December, this has helped propel our growth as a people. Since then, we have engaged in productive dialogues through various meetings. This platform has allowed us to review the progress made since our inaugural session, further consolidating our bilateral relationship. Agreements signed under the BNC, including those in the field of agriculture, defense, immigration, and higher education, represent the tangible outcomes of our collective efforts. These agreements emphasize the importance of executing all legal instruments and pending decisions for the mutual benefit of our people. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, looking ahead, I am pleased to announce that the next session of the midterm ministerial review of the BNC is expected to take place in Accra in the course of this year. This will facilitate further opportunities to evaluate our signed agreement and strengthen our partnership. This preparatory visual meeting for the midterm review was held on the 24th of February 2026 towards holding the ministerial midterm review during the year. As the High Commissioner of Ghana to South Africa, we have resolved with the full participation of senior officials of both countries to work towards enhancing a special visa regime for our people. I am happy to report that we will get there.
Thank you.
We will get there.
Thank you. God bless you.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as we navigate the complexities of a rapidly revolving global landscape, our partnership stands as a beacon of hope and collaboration. We must harness our abundant resources to drive sustainable development and ensure that every Ghanaian has access to quality education and meaningful economic opportunities. Aligned with our research agenda, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the government is dedicated to revitalizing our economy through innovative strategies. In recognizing that true prosperity is intertwined with a steadfast sense of humor, we remain resolute in our commitment to inspire together, construct efforts that harness the dreams of our forebears and serves to inspire future generations. Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may I now invite you to join me in a toast to the enduring friendship and collaboration between the people of Ghana and South Africa. May our bond continue to flourish and strengthen in the years to come. Happy Independence Day. Long live Ghana. Long live South Africa. Long live Ghana-South Africa relationship, and God bless our homeland Ghana and make it great and strong. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is to a bond of friendship between both countries and to the shared responsibility we all have to develop the part of our continent for the betterment of all. Thank you very much. Cheers.
The toast, we would like to invite the Minister of Small Business to respond to the toast. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, she was appointed by the President of South Africa, His Excellency Cyril Ramaphosa, on the 5th of August 2021. Ms. Stella Tembisa in the Benin, who served as South Africa's Minister of Small Business Development, where she drives policies to empower entrepreneurs, fuel economic inclusion. She is a dynamic leader with a passion for innovation. She previously made her mark as Minister of Communications and Digital Technologies, spearheading South Africa's embracing the fourth industrial revolution. Born in Takela village in Matata in Eastern Cape, Honorable Minister Stella Tembisa commitment to public service began early when she first worked for the Eastern Cape Socio-Economic Consultative Council as a public-private institute that served as a think tank and advisory body that facilitates development in Eastern Cape through research and policy. Her political journey in the public service took flight in 2009 when she was elected to the National Assembly as the Member of Parliament, later serving as whip for the Portfolio Committee on Communications, also Defense and Intelligence Committees. The role as executive started when she was appointed as the Deputy Minister of Communications, later Deputy Minister in charge of Postal Services, where she championed digital equity and infrastructure development. In bridging policy and digital innovation, Ms. Stella Tembisa, lifelong learner, holds Masters in Management in Digital Business from Wits University, where she graduated. Her research focused on financing solutions for SMMEs in digital economy. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our minister is here. Shall we welcome her with a resounding round of applause?
Thank you so much, Director of the Program, for that detailed introduction. Very detailed. I felt like, yeah, it's my special day. I would like to recognize the excellencies that are here, of course, starting with my dear brother, His Excellency Benjamin Kwashi, who's the High Commissioner of the Republic of Ghana to our beautiful Republic. Of course, I have to recognize His Majesty Otomfo Osei Tutu II of Asante Hene, which is the King of Ashanti Kingdom. Did I get it right? Asante Hene, right? Your Majesty. Members of the Diplomatic Corps, members of the Ghanaian community, senior members of the South African government, captains of the industry, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, members of the media. At this August occasion, marking the 69th anniversary of the independence of Ghana, to present the government and people of South Africa in celebrating this historic achievement. Your Excellency, allow me to extend warm wishes and congratulations to the government and the people of Ghana on this special day. I also wish to convey our sincere greetings and respect to Your Majesty, the Asante Hene, and to warmly welcome you to South Africa. I do hope that you're going to enjoy your stay. Over the years, from the visionary leadership of Kwame Nkrumah to the present government, Ghana has remained a beacon of hope and an example of good governance on the African continent and beyond. Ghana continues to inspire Africa through the consistent demonstration of democratic principles anchored in regular, free, and fair elections. Like South Africa, Ghana also recognizes and respects the institution of traditional leadership, a source of cultural wisdom, dignity, and social cohesion within our societies. Your Excellencies, Your Majesty, ladies and gentlemen, since the establishment of the Permanent Joint Commission of Cooperation in 2000, later elevated to the BNC in 2019, our countries have continued to enjoy progressive and mutually beneficial relations that support for small business. Continue to grow His Majesty. Today, over 150 South African companies operate in Ghana, while more than 50 Ghanaian companies are active in South Africa. These partnerships have contributed significantly to job creation and skills development in both countries. Our own companies in South Africa have invested in sectors including those of telecommunications, mining, energy, finance, media, and infrastructure development. Over the past decade alone, South African companies have undertaken more than 180 projects in Ghana, representing foreign direct investment of over 1.4 billion US dollars. You're allowed to clap. That's lots of investment. Your Excellency, I am encouraged by the constructive manner in which trade-related challenges between South Africa and Ghana continue to be resolved, guided by the principles of mutual respect and shared benefit. Many South African companies have also used Ghana as a gateway into the broader West African market. Ghana therefore remains a strategic partner in South Africa's regional trade and investment efforts, and in advancing the aspirations of Agenda 2063, the Africa we want. Your Excellency, South Africa and Ghana are bound not only by political and economic ties, but also by people, culture, and shared heritage. Music, sport, fashion, cuisine, and the arts continue to unite us, not just as South Africans and Ghanaians, but as Africans. Indeed, the creative economy has become one of the most powerful vehicles for African cultural diplomacy and economic opportunity. We therefore also pay tribute today to the Ghanaian community living in South Africa, who continue to contribute meaningfully to the development of our country while strengthening the bonds between our nations. We are living in a world characterized by shifting geopolitical dynamics, witnessing multilateralism, conflict, climate change, and growing trade tensions. These challenges it is therefore essential that we, as Africans, deepen regional integration and strengthen strategic partnerships that enable us to respond collectively. I am reminded of the words of the former president of South Africa, Nelson Mandela, who once said, and I quote, "Everyone can rise above their circumstances and achieve success if they are dedicated to and passionate about what they do," and I close quote. It is precisely the spirit of dedication that must now drive the engine of Africa's future, our micro, small, and medium enterprises. As the Minister responsible for small business development, I see enormous untapped potential for collaboration between our country and Ghana. The foundations for this cooperation are already being laid. We were greatly encouraged by the recent visit of the Ghanaian agri-exporters to the Johannesburg market in December last year. This visit enabled direct engagement between the Ghanaian enterprise and South African traders, distributors, and buyers, while also facilitating valuable exchanges on market systems, quality standards, and infrastructure. My ministry has also supported the participation of South African MSMEs in initiatives such as the Ghana Food and Beverage Show, exposing our businesses to the dynamism of the Ghanaian market. This people-to-people economic activity remains the lifeblood of our bilateral relationship. We must now accelerate this momentum. the African Continental Free Trade Area, whose secretariat is proudly hosted in Accra, represents one of the greatest economic opportunities of our generation. The success of this agreement will depend on whether our MSMEs are able to trade across borders with confidence and opportunity. The first South African shipment has already successfully entered Ghana under the Africa Continental Free Trade Area rules. Our responsibility now is to ensure that our small businesses understand and utilize this mechanism. In this regard, I propose, Your Excellency, the establishment of a joint South Africa-Ghana MSME workshop series to help entrepreneurs understand the Africa Continental Free Trade Area rules, to help our businesses obtain certificates of origin and help them to connect with buyers across the continent. We must also strengthen collaboration in sectors where our MSMEs naturally complement each other, not compete with each other, including agri-processing, creative industries and mining services and beneficiation, so that we keep on producing jobs for our people, so that we no longer transport our mines to those that just want to squander what Africa has. As a result, we begin to see people fighting against their government. South Africa will therefore continue to work closely with Ghana to promote favorable conditions for businesses from both nations, supporting investment expansion, job creation, and increased trade. As the people of Ghana celebrate this historic day, I wish to thank your country for being a valued partner to South Africa. South Africa will remain a partner of choice to Ghana, ensuring that our relationship continues to deliver tangible benefits to our people, especially the entrepreneurs, the innovators, and small business owners who represent the spirit of a rising Africa and who are helping to build the Africa envisioned in the Agenda 2063. Your Majesty, Your Excellency, allow me as I conclude my remarks to propose a toast. Now may we have every glass having a champagne. Please make sure you have champagne in your glass so that we can toast. If you don't have champagne, make sure that you put water. All right, I would like to propose a toast to the President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama. Cheers. To the continued good health of His Majesty Utomfo Osei Tutu II Asantehene, to good life. And to the enduring friendship between the peoples of Ghana and South Africa. Yeah. I thank you very much. This is not a day for long speeches, but it's a day for celebration. Let rain fall. Thank you so much.
What an inspiring speech. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let's applaud once again the Honorable Stella Ndabani, Minister of Small Business Development of the Republic of South Africa. At this moment, South Africa. At this moment, I'd like to invite Alhaji Isa Muhammad Seidu Abba, Deputy Head of Mission, to also do the introduction of the majority leader of Ghana's parliament here. Let's welcome the Deputy Head of Mission.
Thank you very much, MC. Honorable Minister for Small Scale Business Development, His Royal Majesty the Asantehene, Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Mine is a simple assignment of introducing somebody who is already well known, and at least his name has been mentioned more than once here. The man has a very tall profile, and if I want to go through, we will sit here till tomorrow morning. So I am just going to shorten my introduction. Honorable Ayerga is a product of so many institutions, including University of Ghana, Legon, and the Harvard University. He is a lawyer by profession. And I want to say that he's been a minister for information and media relations in Ghana. He's also been a minister for youth and sports, and currently is the leader of government business and the majority leader for the mightier majority in Parliament. Honorable Mahama Ayarga, you are most welcome to address the gathering. Thank you.
His Majesty the Otumfuo, at every gathering where His Majesty is present, there are only two people: His Majesty the King and his subjects. I'm just a subject. Your Majesty, the High Commissioner, the Honorable Minister for Small Businesses Development, my big brother, the Deputy High Commissioner, Your Excellencies present here, members of the diplomatic corps, fellow countrymen and women who live here in the diaspora, I want to stand on existing protocol and state that I'm indeed very happy to have the privilege and honor to share this 69th independence anniversary of the Republic of Ghana with you here in Pretoria, South Africa. My first visit to South Africa, Your Majesty, was when I was a third-year law student at the Faculty of Law. And the law school at Pretoria used to host the All-African International Human Rights Moot Court competition. I and my colleague represented Ghana in the competition in Morocco. We won the Best Team Award and were asked to choose a country to go and intern with a law firm. Naturally, my choice was South Africa. And that was what brought me first time to South Africa. I came and I interned at the Legal Resources Center, which at that time I learned was a trailblazer in the anti-apartheid movement, providing legal services to indigents and most South Africans. When I went back to Ghana, the first thing I established, Your Excellency, was a Ghana Legal Resources Center. Today I'm happy to be back here in the capacity of the leader of the majority in the Parliament of Ghana. A day like this is for us to use to remember those who led the struggle for our country's liberation, and in particular, the leader, Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. But even more profound is for us to reflect on why we fought for our liberation. But equally important, especially speaking here in Pretoria, is to mention that on the eve of the declaration of our independence, Sajifo addressed Ghanaians. Then the people of Gold Coast, and made a very profound statement. He said, and I repeat, the independence of Ghana is meaningless unless it is linked to the total liberation of Africa. So our struggle for liberation did not end with the liberation of ourselves. Our struggle continued with investments and work that we did to support the entire continent to be liberated. And so Ghana became the grounds where anti-colonial movement activists and leaders would come for training, would come for orientation, and would come for support so that they will go back to their various countries, especially in Southern Africa, and lead the liberation movements there successfully to overturn the yoke of colonialism. This is the day that we are celebrating. Going forward, we need to appreciate that those who came and fought for independence did not just fight for our freedom for the sake of freedom. They fought for our freedom believing that we will be able to manage our affairs better and prosper and share the benefits of prosperity among our people. And having listened to the Minister for Small Business Development and to His Excellency the High Commissioner, I have no doubt that this is the task that they lead. And I will say no more, because whatever I will
Bluetooth disconnected. Bluetooth pairing.
Whatever I will say will definitely dilute their speeches. So on that note, Your Excellency, Honorable Minister, I thank you for inspiring speeches on this important day. And more importantly, I want to end by recognizing His Majesty Otumfuo, who has been a father, and not just my father, he has been the father of modern Ghana. He has guided modern Ghana. People speak highly of our democracy. Our elders say that it is the elders in the village who fix the roads at night so that during the day you can walk confidently, knowing very well that there is peace. If you see our democracy prospering, it is because this great king is there in Ghana, nurturing it, supporting it, and making sure that we do not veer off track. And on this occasion, I think that it is important to recognize that after those who fought to liberate us, if we are looking for those who are working day and night to make sure that we remain free, then it is His Majesty, His Royal Highness, the Otumfuo Ashanti. On that note, I thank all of you for coming. I wish you fruitful celebration, and I am fasting, so I cannot do a toast, but you can do your own toast. And I will be here and give the opportunity to our father, His Majesty, who will address us. Thank you very much.
Majority Leader in Parliament, the Leader of Government Business, Honorable Mahama Ayariga. Once again, let's appreciate him. I have the instruction of His Excellency, Ghana's Ambassador to South Africa, Eswatini, Lesotho, Seychelles, and Mauritius, His Excellency Benjamin Kwashi, to introduce our guest of honor. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, in Ghana, our traditional institutions remain pillars of culture, identity, governance, and national unity. Few traditional authorities command global reverence like the occupant of the golden stool, the spiritual symbol of the Ashanti nation. The Ashanti Kingdom represents one of Africa's most sophisticated pre-colonial civilization built on governance, diplomacy, and military strength. The Ashanti Kingdom the occupant of the golden stool, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, this great heritage of His Majesty Otumfuo Osei Tutu II, the 16th Asantehene, whose reign has marked remarkable leadership in education, peace, diplomacy, cultural preservation, and national development. Through his leadership, the Ashanti Kingdom continues to promote unity, discipline, and progress. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, invited guests, shall we all rise as we welcome His Majesty, the King of Ashanti Kingdom, His Majesty, His Royal Majesty, Otumfuo Osei Tutu II. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, that is our King. We serve him. Say Pia! Pia! Say Pia! 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 That is our King.
Nana more Piafo. Nana Ghana for that say. Yamo Aquaba. Obadi and Tonko Swinchirao. Onya Okese. Yesumwa Kopimeri ye. Sorry. Ebiom.
The Honorable Minister of Small Business Development, Excellency the High Commissioner of Ghana to South Africa, my son, the Honorable Majority Leader of Ghana's Parliament, Excellencies, distinguished guests, fellow Ghanaians. I took leave of my people in Kumasi a short while ago, to give the body a few days vacation. But when national duty calls, there can be no time for rest. So it has been a pleasure to accept the gracious invitation of His Excellency the High Commissioner to join my people to celebrate our National Day today, the 69th anniversary of our independence. I must admit, celebrating our National Day, the National Day of the Republic of Ghana in the capital of the Republic of South Africa, is particularly heartwarming. It evokes memories of a shared history, a glorious tale of incredible valor, an unyielding passion for freedom, and the triumph of the human spirit over adversity. The history of Africa has been defined lightly by colonial subjugation. But within that horrifying tale of pain and anguish have been testimonies to the incredible valor in resisting the onslaught of colonialism and the protection of our independence and freedom of Africa. In South Africa, the brave warriors of the Zulu nation defended their heritage with honor. In West Africa, my forefathers, whose heritage I am proud to carry, risked everything to defend and protect the freedom of the Ashanti Kingdom. The might of the colonial advance may have prevailed for a time, but the human spirit, the spirit of the African, our forefathers, was never conquered. In 1957, on the 1st of March, Ghana became the first African country south of the Sahara to regain her independence. That very midnight, Osei Tutu Ababio, as my son has said, dedicated the nation to the struggle for the total liberation of the entire continent of Africa. Nowhere was the struggle for the liberation of the continent better manifested than here in South Africa. True to his word, Osei Tutu put Ghana at the center of the struggle, which led to the eventual liberation of the continent from colonial rule. Indeed, his unyielding advocacy was a powerful factor in the eventual collapse of apartheid and the birth of the new South Africa. This fact alone may be sufficient to create an unbreakable bond between our two countries. But there is an even more compelling story which adds further glue to this bond of brotherhood. At the turn of the 19th century, the British finally overcame the Ashanti nation, and my grand-uncle King Prempeh was exiled to the Indian Ocean island of Seychelles. He was held in exile for 27 years before he was eventually freed and allowed to return home in 1924. But after all the pain and indignities of 27 years, he came to his people with a message of peace and reconciliation. His message was not to allow the pain and bitterness of the past to corrode the future. He urged his people instead to rise above all bitterness in order to set the heart free to build a future of peace and harmony. His people, the loyal sons and daughters of the Ashanti nation, responded to their king with the same undying loyalty with which the kingdom has fought for more than 4 centuries. It was this message of peace which finally enabled the people of the Ashanti nation to finally integrate fully into the Gold Coast to begin a happy future as a part of the now beautiful and united Republic of Ghana. About a third of a century after the return of King Prempeh, a brilliant leader of his people was also arrested in South Africa. Madiba Nelson Mandela was banished to and incarcerated in Robben Island. He too was held for 27 years, and when he finally walked out of Robben Island, his message was to overcome the bitterness of the past and then open their hearts for reconciliation. The leadership of Madiba Nelson Mandela in constructing this great rainbow nation out of the ashes of apartheid is already one of the greatest political achievements in history. And it is no wonder that Madiba stands as one of the greatest leaders of the century. In April 2005, when I first visited Madiba in his Houghton home, he paid me the greatest compliment when he told me that in some of his dark moments on Robben Island, he would recall the exile of my grand-uncle King Prempeh, and he would say to himself, if my king is willing to submit to that, then he should bear his plight with honor. Contrast what has been the part of Africa to what is happening in the world today. All the carnage inflicted upon the world today are because people still cannot overcome historic grievances from the beginning of time. Today, as we all tremble from the impact of missiles pouring like storms over innocent bodies, we all hope that soon the world will find a pathway to peace. And in that process, they will find a blessed Africa path exemplified in the example of Madiba. So you see, between Ghana and South Africa is the story of African heritage struggling to free itself and assert its honor and pride in freedom. Our destinies are bound together and our fate is intertwined. If you're a diplomat serving to keep the fire of our common brotherhood burning, or a Ghanaian citizen resident in this beautiful country, or even if you are just briefly imbibing the refreshing air of the Cape, you must count yourself highly favored. For each one of us can contribute a healthy quota to the fulfillment of our common aspirations. Every Ghanaian will admit that we celebrate our National Day in challenging times, but with promising circumstances. We still face the challenge of delivering the critical economic and social benefits of freedom and liberation to our people. Compounding the challenge is the way we have been plunged into the most unfriendly global climate in history. Yet, there are also signs of hope and promise. At the core of the passionate advocacy of Osei Tutu Ababio for African unity was his conviction that no individual African country, even in freedom, could become an economic power, but working together, Africa was searching to be an economic superpower. That fact is no longer in doubt, even if the mechanism towards its achievement is. It is promising to see Ghana resetting her development agenda, including efforts to harmonize investment opportunities and using the Africa Free Trade Mechanism to advance continental economic growth. Between Ghana and South Africa alone, the opportunities for economic growth which we are not exploring is monumental. Gold is in the DNA of our two countries, and yet there can be no greater contrast in identifying its impact on our countries. Today, we do not merely compare Johannesburg and Obuasi. We gasp at the realization that the signature of gold has become the desolate galamsey killing fields of rural Ghana. It has been my pride to see South African capital and expertise restore our flagship mining company at Obuasi, and we continue to reach out for more mutually rewarding exchanges between Joburg and the Ghana Stock Exchange. It is encouraging to observe the impact of MTN and the communications and media landscape and watch the continuing growth of ShopRite on the shopping market in both countries. We have what it takes to be global players in the techno space. There are opportunities in many areas of South African investment, and we need to see Ghanaian investment at work in the South African economy. We need to deepen cooperation and collaboration in sports and culture to give meaning to our shared heritage. Ghana can draw on the expertise of South Africa to revive cricket and improve the king of sports, that is golf, in the country, because I'm a golf player. And our authorities should work closer together to build our undoubted talent in football and athletics so our youth can achieve their true value in Africa to take the rightful place on the global stage. Our creative artists and musicians can only fulfill their dreams if they draw on the energy of each other. Each one can make a difference. Together we will cross the parapet and transform ourselves into the path that can only lead to the fulfillment of our destiny. So from this enchanting city glowing with African heritage, I send to every Ghanaian at home and or abroad a message of hope and promise. To our dear President of our blessed Republic and his government, we pray for dedication and to success in the fulfillment of their mandate. Let us believe in ourselves, even as our forefathers believed in our destiny. Let us show love to our country, even as our forefathers loved their country. And let us be as dedicated to hard work as our forefathers toiled and sacrificed through all the ravages of time to bequeath to us the proud inheritance called Ghana. And with God as our eternal guide, we shall land where we should land, on the golden shores, where prosperity thrives with peace and harmony. God bless us and God guide us all. Thank you very much.
The King has spoken. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, a louder applause for His Majesty Osei Tutu II. The Asante Hene. This moment will take a musical interlude from the xylophonist to give us a performance. And this is one of the traditional music from Ghana, the northern part of Ghana, as they are beautifully decorated in the fugu or the smock, a hand-woven fabric, also from the northern part of Ghana. Recently in Zambia, His Excellency the President appeared in this fugu fabric. Little did the Gen Zs of Zambia know that this is one of our pride heritage fabric. They thought it was a blouse. And when they attempted to mock our president, they had the ravage of Ghana, where we put all our political divides on the side and dealt with them squarely. They had no option than to apologize to us and welcome us to bring fugu to the Republic of Zambia. So as we speak, there's a fugu festival going on in Zambia, where we have exported large quantities of fugu. The fugu is a fabric worn especially by the northern people of Ghana. At the tail end of today's program, His Excellency, the High Commissioner, will open the exhibition where all dignitaries will join him to introduce us to some of our rich Ghanaian cuisine, our fabric, and some of made in Ghana products. So, thank you so much, the xylophonist. His Excellency, the High Commissioner, who in turn invite his special dignitaries to join him in cutting the 69th Ghana's birthday cake. So, ladies and gentlemen, His Excellency Benjamin Kwashi, the High Commissioner, will lead us to cut Ghana's 69th Independence Day cake. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, may we happily have all the ambassadors here present, ambassadors and high commissioners here present. Can you please join us upstage, please? Ambassadors, high commissioners here present, please join us upstage. Thank you very much. Thank you. So we about to, our Dean is here, Dean of the African Diplomatic Corps. Andre, you're welcome, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, thank you for coming, Your Excellency. Dean, thank you so much for coming. So we're going to cut the cake together. So, Excellency, together, all of us. Can we please bring our hands so we can all join? Yes. Okay. The cake of the name of God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much, Excellencies, for joining. Thank you. Thank you very much. You may take your seats. Thank you so much, Excellencies.
All these are ambassadors and high commissioners of other embassies and high commissions in South Africa. All of them on stage are ambassadors and high commissioners of various embassies and high commissions located in South Africa. Tesh, you came back for the cake cutting. You are playing too much, ne? Honorable Kumi, kindly send me DM me or send me a WhatsApp 08462566145 or DM me. This is the kit. They are taking it away. I don't know if I can hijack it. It still smells fresh. Yeah, but I'm fasting. I can't eat. What can I do?
All right. So the master of ceremony will give us the honor of photography for us to take up here. Please, when you have mentioned your group is mentioned.
Chama Henry, good afternoon.
For the picture. Thank you.
Henry Cordier, maybe you have not been following. I sent a message earlier on, long time, a week ago, inviting the general public. You know,
all right. So please now.
Everyone was invited. I personally did a video. Maybe
honor of photography.
You couldn't get it.
His Excellency the High Commissioner.
You can check my timeline. You see other videos.
And all High Commissioners here.
And invited.
And members of the diplomatic community will join His Excellency as His Majesty Otumfuo Asantehene joins you. So please, Your Excellencies, kindly join HE Ghana.
Mr. Elias, thank you.
Your Excellencies, please join.
Thank you, Chama Henry.
His Excellency Ghana, members of the diplomatic community.
Brother Kofi, thank you.
As we welcome His Majesty will join you.
This is the Deputy High Commissioner, Ghana's Deputy High Commissioner. The one in yellow, African wear. He's the Deputy Ghana's High Commissioner. This is the full house picture. All the high commissioners, ambassadors we have in South Africa, diplomatic corps from DECO.
If you're a diplomat,
all the diplomats.
This photo will be Ghana's a historic photograph. You need to position yourself well.
And the greatest king.
To be captured.
Osei Tutu is also going to be part of it.
To have photo with His Majesty.
Is unprecedented. Everything today is unprecedented. Everything is spot on. Everything is well organized. No glitches. All courtesy thanks to Ghana's High Commissioner to the Republic of South Africa, His Excellency Mr. Benjamin Kwashi. There you have it. The greatest king we have in Africa. The greatest king we have in the world. Followed by Ghana's majority leader in parliament. The woman or the lady in red is.
And please bring your music levels down, please. Please make sure you position yourself well at the exhibition stand. His Excellency the High Commissioner, leading His Majesty and His entourage, as well as members of the diplomatic community and ambassadors here to Ghana's exhibition stand. And under the shed, under the canopy, that is the Kente Weaver. He's so excited to see His Majesty and the look. This is how the Kente fabric is woven. It's hand woven. And the production of this fabric is so dramatic that the weavers entertain themselves with the folklore music whilst they are weaving. Now this fabric has been listed on UNESCO Heritage Site as a cultural intangible heritage for Ghana. So wherever you find Kente, the source of the origin is from Ghana.
Sekutu. Sekutu.
His Excellency the High Commissioner, His Excellency as well as diplomats and dignitaries, to see some of Ghana's amazing, beautiful families and tasty words. You position yourself well, you will get the attention of your Majesty. Take position yourself well on the chairs.
Yeah, mummy the second.
Our pride. It's my our pride.
No, this is
Is there hope? He gives you is there hope? He gives you
You can imagine. Genius Studio. Jabro, why? Hannah, favorite football. Oh, thank you, God bless you. All right. If you are a Ghanaian and you are not here, blame yourself. Blame yourself, don't blame anyone.
This is the way you let around come.
It came there.
Yeah, now they watch it for life.
Huh?
Now they watch it for life.
Oh.
Where around come.
Oh, aha. So, if you didn't come, I was gonna punish you.
So if you have any group, you can join me, then I'll send the pictures.
Yeah, send. Unfortunately, they said no. They are waiting for instructions. And we thank God. Everything is almost over. The rain is now dropping down. God is now showering rain on us. My battery is flat. I'll have to log out again, put the phone on charge. I would like to conduct some few interviews. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for following. If you haven't followed, kindly follow and share. Is about to rain. The rain is coming small. Now one, there he is. You see. It hurts whenever I'm live and then I'll have to log out. It hurts me. It pains me a lot. It pains me. I would rather wish when I'm on live, everyone sleep and then I'll be the last person to log out instead of leaving you guys in the middle. But unfortunately, my phone battery is not going to allow me. Although it's raining, but I'm not worried about the rain. If the rain is going to destroy the phone or not, I don't have any problem with that. My only worry is the phone battery. I don't have a power bank also, so ladies and gentlemen, you are more than free to help me donate, etc. Even if you want to send me cash for me to buy it, you are welcome. Anything you want to do, feel free. Get it done. One love. This was a beautiful live to watch. Thank you, Tesh. You enjoy. I'm happy I served you the way you want it. Unfortunately, people are eating. They are chopping, and I'm not able to eat. Even kids are eating, chopping. You see? Hey, mommy, what's made in now? Hair. See, only hair. You see, only hair. You can imagine if you're not here, you make yourself. See, only hair. Okay, people are chopping. People are chopping. If you're not here, you miss a lot. You miss a lot. Yeah. If you're not here, you can still eat on the phone. Just watch and eat. People are eating too much. People are eating. Hey, what have I done? That no one is giving me food. Even water keke, ensuo keke krano, they are not giving me. I'm going to The program was fully packed. What else can we ask for? We have Otumfuo Nana Osei Tutu Ababio in our midst, our present. Then we have the able majority leader. Who? What else? To make it more interesting, fantalicious, we have the competent High Commissioner that we've ever had. You understand? Fellow Ghanaians, now I submit. If you missed out, you couldn't be there, kindly blame yourself. You understand? But most importantly, anytime you go on your need, say a kind prayer to Ghana's High Commissioner to the Republic of South Africa and of course the NDC government. You know, in the past 8 years, we had ex-president Nana Akufo-Addo visiting South Africa on so many occasions, but there was no single day that he decided to meet Ghanaians or even host such an event for us. You understand? So having His Excellency Mr. Benjamin Kwashi as the High Commissioner, initiating such a step, that tells you that indeed there is hope in the gentleman. There is hope in the High Commissioner.